What's going on, y'all? My name is Joltage, and today I'll bring you some more SCL action, this time between KSG of the Terrrors and Lily of the Technical Machines. Now we're jumping right in mid-game because these guys started earlier than I was expecting them to, so, yeah. Uh, KSG comes into this matchup 0-2, while Lily is sitting at 1-1 after a loss last week. See, we've got some pretty. Nothing. I don't think we're ever gonna see anything that's super surprising out of these players this week. This season. Lily goes for a predictive ice beam on an expected Pharaoh switch in, but KSG makes the aggressive play and stays in, goes for the knocks off Porygon's berry juice, which is not something we've seen yet. Most of the time, like I said, most of the time Porygon's been Scarf, though we did see an EVO agility set earlier today from Bully. So out comes Coughing this time, as KSG does make the Pharaoh play. Lily winding up the winner on this one. KSG doesn't have a ton that likes to switch into Coughing, particularly if it has T-Bolt. Coughing is obviously threatening Pharaoh with the Fire Blast here. Could go for a Wisp if it wanted to. As well, but that's a bit of a weak play, like a bit of a passive play. Really only catches a very aggressive Mudbray switch in. Natu would be one of the more likely switch-ins, and that Wisp is obviously not doing much for you then. Actually, KSG goes Porygon, dodges the Fire Blast, so that's definitely a win for KSG. I was about to say this Porygon isn't download, but gotta remember that neutralizing gas. Up goes the Spatak, in comes the Pawn on the Tri-Attack, does a low, holy moly. That was either a high roll or this Pawniard is not running all of its Spadef, or maybe not even running an Avio. Scarf Pawn is not a thing anymore, so that'd be something. But KSG is probably going to switch out here. He has a Foo. I don't know if his Foo has been knocked off, and it's going to eat a T-Wave. That's obviously not great. Not the first couple turns of this game end up. Standard Mienfoo, fake out, knock off, trade. Okay. Cool. Alright, so Mienfoo is paralyzed, which is not stellar for KSG, obviously. But it should still threaten out this Pawn. Perhaps we see a very aggressive Rocks play from Lily here. I don't think it makes a ton of sense for KSG to go for the fake out here. I could see a U-turn, I could see a high jump kick as possible plays. If I'm in this position, I probably U-turn. We definitely have a slow U-turn out because we're paired. So we can really just kind of get in Mudbray even, and just kind of threaten with a close combat wouldn't be super threatening, as it was right for the high jump kick. Like I said, I would prefer to U-turn there. But in is Coughing again. I guess you can go right back to your Porygon. We have chipped the Coughing down a bit, so that's cool. And Coughing's also, Pawniard's also been chipped by that Tri-Attack from the Porygon, so we'll see how we want to play it here. Actually, Mudbray is the option this time on the Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb poison and does 25%. I think this is most likely it's Scarf Mudbray. Scarf Mudbray is a very good set in today's game. Obviously, it's threatening the EQ here on the Coughing. Lily does have a Grookey, though, who can switch into an EQ at least fairly comfortably. I think you still go for it if you're KSG though. You can possibly bring back Mudbray later, and that chip on the Grookey isn't horrible, though you're not the sturdiest team against Grookey. Like, your main check is Natu. We'll see how KSG wants to play it, how Lily wants to play it as well. This first game this week, we're not seeing a bunch of Trapinch in, which is interesting. Actually, go Mienfoo on the high horsepower that does a load. But Lily can fake out here and, chip down the Mudbray even more between the poison and the fake out damage. I think KSG should switch out here. I would adore a Pharaoh switch here. The Pharaoh switch for the Iron Barbs on a predicted not high jump kick. Ooh, baby. Can you imagine? Oh man, I want to see it. Now Lily just decides to hard switch. The second high horsepower. I'm surprised KSG decided to stay in for that. Unfortunately, he's really punished for doing so, as he doesn't even get off damage on the Porygon. Yeah, that was a really unfortunate miss. High horsepower with 95% accuracy be missing a lot, which is unfortunate for sure. Yeah. Yeah, that would have taken out the Porygon, saved Mudbray a bit of health as well, from the poison damage, but yeah, that's unfortunate. Anyway, out comes Grookey, and like I said, Grookey is not something super well dealt with by, Lily. I mean, not Lily, KSG. Goes Pharaoh for some Iron Barbs damage. Eats a knockoff. I don't think Drone kills from here because it's not very, because Pharaoh's bulky as hell, even knocked off. No, it does. I do not know what I'm talking about at all, apparently. Out comes Natu. And, it's a speed tie. I think Natu should live a knockoff from the Grookey anyway. Heat Wave comes out. Mudbray comes out. Mudbray's threatening here with a Heavy Slam, probably Rock Slide even, and is going to take out KSG's Mudbray between the poison damage, between that and the poison damage. KSG definitely wishing he didn't miss that first high horsepower on the Porygon. We'll see what he decides to go for here. I suppose you can. She's not going to take the risk that it's not a Scarf Mudbray, and it's going to go out to his Mienfoo, rather than his Marini or anything. It's, definitely a respectable play, if nothing else. I don't know, I guess we're going to get a U-turn? Yeah, U-turns out into Natu. Natu's going to be able to fire off another Heat Wave, I think, after it gets faked out. I think Heat Wave Heat Wave definitely kills Knocked Foo from 29%. So I think Heat Wave's pretty free again. I guess you could go for the Psychic. How much did Heat Wave do to Mudbray? That might not be Scarfed at all, actually. Thinking about it. I feel like Heat Wave would do more, but I don't know how much investment this Natu has in Spatak either. See what we get out here. I mean, this is also obviously a speed tie potential. Does go for the Heat Wave. If this is not Scarf Mudbray, which, again, I don't know these calcs, then a Psychic will be able to take it out here. Or at least should, right? It is Scarf Mudbray, but KSG bailed out. As he misses the Rock Slide, KSG can just eat the Rock Slide rather than going to like his Foo or something. Just interesting. It's not to U-turn, or I wonder what last move is. Usually it's U-turn or T-wave in these situations. Out comes Grookey. I don't think Glide kills from here, does it? So I guess we're just going for that speed tie, baby. Heat Wave versus... Nope. KSG says, I don't want the speed tie. I don't want the speed tie. So he's going to sack his Marini here to the Glide. His Porygon is definitely EVO. And definitely lives a drain. Is not going to sack his Marini. He's instead going to sack his Mienfoo. Wasting these grassy terrain turns makes sense. Fake out. Doesn't get parried. That's very good for him. Alright, Mienfoo goes down. One more turn of the grassy terrain to deal with. If she decides to go to his Natu, I guess we're making the speed tie play now. Yeah. And KSG loses it. So, I think Lily's going to be able to collect the win from there. Out comes Porygon. Porygon's not going to drop to a Drain Punch, but it's and it's not capable of OHKOing the pond from where it's at. So even if it's agility, I think Lily's fine. She can still lose to the timer though. Goes Foo on the agility. Like I said, it can't OHKO the pond, so I think Lily's fine. Unless KSG gets some sort of like tri-attack para or para full para or tri-attack freeze on the pond. In which case KSG wins. So we'll see. Tri-attack, Mienfoo goes down. Lily goes pawn. KSG prays for tri-attack para or tri-attack freeze. No, sucker punch. Interesting. Tri-attack para, tri-attack freeze. Nope, berry juice. Okay, yeah, this game's over. Cover. Lily reads on the knock. Yeah, this game is definitely over. Our second agility recover Porygon that we've seen. We can assume that Lily's was agility as well, being not scarfed over on her side. KSG is not able to outlast those Iron Heads or anything, so we're really just delaying the inevitable here. Tri-attack paraphrase. Nope. Alright. And yeah. Out comes Marini. Marini should be able to take out the pawn, but Grookey's obviously going to be able to take out Marini. Pawn just leaves a final T-wave for good measure. Knocks off. Marini's already knocked, so see. Out comes Grookey. And this should be all she wrote. Yep. Yeah. Unfortunately, KSG drops to 0-3 on the season. Lily picks up her second win, improves to 2-1. These LC speed ties in this season in particular have been really impactful. That Kruki Natu speed tie ended the game for KSG basically. I think if Lily lost it, she still had chances via her Mienfu, but yeah, no, it definitely was unfortunate. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed, please feel free to hit the like, and I will be back next time. See ya.